separate concept, living state. You consider a living cell or living tissue. All type of chemical reaction takes place inside the body of a living cells or living tissue is called as a metabolism or metabolic reaction. The end product of the metabolic reaction is called as a metabolites. Always biomolecule which is appear in a certain concentration. The concentration of the biomolecule is differ from one biomolecules to another biomolecule. Here the term living state refers to non-equilibrium state of the cell which is able to perform work. But in physics, living state or standing state refers to equilibrium state, and that one is not able to perform work, but it is exactly different concept or opposite concept in a biological term or in a living cell. The definition of living state means it is a non-equilibrium state, able to perform work. Non-equilibrium state able to perform work is called as a living state. But in a physical term or in physics, living state or standing state refers to equilibrium state, do not able to perform work. For example, you consider concentration of glucose in blood in a normal individual. It is usually in the range between 4.5 to 5 micrometer. But you consider the concentration of insulin hormone. Insulin is a protein molecule. It also belongs to biomolecule. But the concentration of the hormone usually measured in a nanometer scale. It clearly indicated that the concentration of the biomolecule is differ in different cells or different tissue or is based on the arrangements of the cell. Example, blood glucose level in a healthy individual. Blood glucose level in a healthy individual, it is nearly 4.5 to 5 micrometer or millimeter, but the concentration of the insulin or hormone, concentration of the hormones usually measured in a nanometer scale. This is a short note on a living state. Definition with one example is enough. And one more separate concept, the detailed descriptions of enzymes. What are enzymes? Almost all the enzymes are made up of protein. Sometimes some of the nucleic acid also behave like enzyme. They are commonly called ribozyme. Almost all the enzyme made up of protein. Almost all the enzymes are made up of protein. Some of the nucleic acid also behave like enzyme, is commonly called ribozyme. One mark, very very important concept. What is the meaning of ribozyme? Ribozyme means nucleic acid behave like enzyme. The definition, some of the nucleic acid behave like enzyme. Nucleic acid behave like enzyme is commonly called as ribozyme. And you consider the structure of the enzyme. Enzyme exhibit three structure. Enzyme means it is a protein molecule. It exhibit primary structure, secondary structure and tertiary structure. And one more structure is there, that is quaternary structure, that is rarely seen in case of enzyme. Primary structure of the enzyme is represented by straight line. Primary structure of the enzyme, first consider primary structure of enzyme. Primary structure of the enzyme is represented by a straight line. It has two ends, N terminal end and C terminal end. N terminal, which is made up of first amino acid, C terminal end made up of last amino acid, or it is also called as left end and right end. ಎಲ್ಲ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ಗಳು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಮೊಲೆಕ್ಯೂಲಿಂದ ಮಾಡಲ್ಪಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಆಗಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂಥ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡನ್ನು ರೈಬೋಸೈಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆದೇವೆ. ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೇಮ್. There are four types of structure for proteins: primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure and quaternary structure. ಎನ್ಸೈಮಿನ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟ್ರೈಟ್ ಲೈನಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಟು ಎಂಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಂಡನ್ನು ಎನ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಂಡನ್ನು ಸಿ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಎನ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಎಂಡಿನ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಎಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್. Secondary structure of enzyme. Secondary structure of the enzyme. The secondary structure of the enzyme is represented by helical structure. ಅದು helical structure form ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Helical means coiled structure, coiling. Secondary structure is represented in helical forms. And one more, tertiary structure. Tertiary structure of the enzyme. Tertiary structure of the enzyme or tertiary structure of the protein. Here when we consider the tertiary structure of the enzyme or protein, the backbone of the protein in a tertiary structure which shows folding. This folding results in the formation of a pocket like structure or crevices like structure that is actually called as active site of the enzyme. For example, you consider this is the enzyme. This is the backbone of the enzyme. For example, you consider this area is the backbone. Backbone of the tertiary structure of the protein which shows a folding. Folding results in the formation of pocket like structure or crevices. This pocket like structure or crevices are commonly called active site of the enzyme. Is commonly called active site of the enzyme. The tertiary structure of the protein, mainly the backbone of the protein, shows folding. In a tertiary structure, backbone of the proteins forms folding. Folding result in the formations of pockets or crevices. This pocket or crevices is considered as active site of the enzyme. What is the function of active site of the enzyme? Active site is the region where substrate molecule binds to enzyme. Active site is a region where substrate molecules bind to enzyme. Substrate molecule bind to enzyme. Here, what is the meaning of substrate? Substrate means it is a chemical compound bind to active site are called as substrate. Substrate means it is a chemical compound bind to active site of the enzyme, or the chemical compound which produce product are called as substrate molecule. Chemical compound bind to active site and produce product are commonly called as substrate molecule. For example, you consider the chemical reaction. Lactose is converted into glucose plus galactose. Reaction takes place in the presence of the enzyme beta galactosidase. The enzyme is beta galactosidase enzyme. Lactose in the presence of beta galactosidase enzyme converted into glucose plus galactose. In this reaction, lactose act as a substrate because substrate are the chemical compound bind to active site of the enzyme and converted into product. Here a product is glucose and galactose. Lactose act as a substrate molecule, which is the enzyme. Enzyme name is beta galactosidase. This is the beta galactosidase enzyme. This is active site of the enzyme. Enzyme in a tertiary structure ಅನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಟರ್ಷರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಿನ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ನ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬೋನ್ ಫೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಫೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ರೀಜಿಯನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಇಟ್ ಲುಕ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಪಾಕೆಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ರಿವೈಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್. Actually that pocket is called as active site. Active site in a function ಏನು, active site in a region ಗೆ substrate molecule ಹೋಗಿ bind ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ enzymatic activity carried out and chemical reaction is completed. The characteristic of active site is active site of enzyme ಗೆ substrate molecule bind ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Active site means it is a pocket or crevices present on the surface of the enzyme. ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಮೀನಿಂಗ್? ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಈ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋಸ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗ್ಯಾಲಕ್ಟೋಸ್, ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೋಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮೊಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಎನ್ಸೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಕ್ಯಾವಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಆ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಸೈಟ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮೊಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಬೈಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬೈಂಡ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆಫ್ enzyme. Enzyme, they are made up of protein. Some of the nucleic acid which behaves like enzyme, they are called as ribozyme. The primary structure of the enzyme is represented by straight line. Secondary structure is represented in the form of helix, and tertiary structure shows infolding. Infolding result in the formation of pocket called active site, to which substrate molecule bind. Substrate means it is a chemical compound bind to active site and it produce a particular product. And one more characteristic of the enzyme, most of the enzyme which shows characteristic feature in the presence of different factor. For example, you considered temperature. Temperature, it influence enzymatic activity. The temperature of a chemical reaction increase means the enzymatic activity also increase, but only up to particular limit. Actually that limit is called as a optimum temperature level. Chemical reaction increase ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ enzyme ಬೇಕು. Enzyme activity increase ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು. One first factor, for example, you consider temperature. Temperature ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗೆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆದರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಲೆವೆಲರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಆ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ 40 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್. ದ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ with increase in the temperature. Activities of the enzyme increase with increase in the temperature only at a particular level, that is 40 degrees Celsius. Enzymatic activity is more. Enzymatic activity more or increase at 40 degrees Celsius temperature. But some of the enzyme active even at a higher temperature. That enzyme usually isolated from some of the bacteria, that is a thermophilic bacteria. Thermophilic bacteria. Thermophilic bacteria means some of the bacteria live in harsh environmental condition or they are able to tolerate high temperature. Bacteria able to tolerate high temperature. Able to tolerate high temperature. That bacteria are called as thermophilic bacteria. From this bacteria we isolate one enzyme. Name of the enzyme is Taq polymerase enzyme. By using this bacteria we isolate one enzyme. Name of the enzyme is Taq polymerase enzyme. The characteristic of Taq polymerase enzyme, this enzyme active even at 80 degree to 90 degree Celsius temperature. It is active at 80 to 90 degree Celsius temperature. Actually, this enzyme is isolated from the thermophilic bacteria. Example for thermophilic bacteria is Thermus aquaticus. The name of the bacteria is Thermus aquaticus bacteria. It is most commonly seen in hot spring or volcanic erupted area or deep sea hydrothermal vent etc. Enzyme in important character andre enzyme active during or active at 40 degree Celsius temperature. Temperature increase ಆದಾಗೆ enzymatic activity increase ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು 40 degree Celsius temperature ವರೆಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಮತ್ತೆ ರೈಸ್ ಆದರೆ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇದೆ ಒಂದು. ಆ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪಾಲಿಮರೇಸ್ ಎಂಜೈಮ್. ಈ ಎಂಜೈಮು ಮಾತ್ರ 80 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ 90 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರನ್ನು ಟಾಲರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಈ ಎಂಜೈಮನ್ನು ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾದಿಂದ ಐಸೋಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಅನ್ನ ಥರ್ಮೋಫಿಲಿಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಥರ್ಮೋಫಿಲಿಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಮೇ that bacteria they have the ability to tolerate high temperature. ಆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೈ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಟಾಲರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ. ಥರ್ಮೋಫಿಲಿಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ವಿಚ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಆರ್ಕಿಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ. What we studied in 3rd chapter biological classification, 2nd chapter, bacteria are classified into 2 categories, eubacteria and archibacteria. Under archibacteria 3 categories. One is thermophilic bacteria, halophiles, and another one is methanogen. This is thermophilic bacteria. Bacteria tolerate high temperature. ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪಾಲಿಮರೇಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಐಸೋಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪಾಲಿಮರೇಸ್ ಎಂಬುದು ಎಂಜೈಮ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ ನೇಮ್. ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪಾಲಿಮರೇಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಎಂಜೈಮ್. ಈ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಥರ್ಮೋಫಿಲಿಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾದ ಬಾಡಿಯಿಂದ ಐಸೋಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಥರ್ಮೋಫಿಲಿಕ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ಥರ್ಮಸ್ aquaticus. ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಏನು? ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಲಿವ್ ಇನ್ ಹೈ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಕನಿಕ್ ಎರಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಕನೋ ಜ್ವಾಲಾಮುಖಿ, ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗುವ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆ ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾಕ್ಕೆ. ಆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾದ ಬಾಡಿಯಿಂದ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪಾಲಿಮರೇಸ್ ಎಂಜೈಮನ್ನು ಐಸೋಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಆ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ tolerate high temperature or active even at 80 to 90 degree Celsius temperature. This is some exception case related to enzymatic activity. Most of the enzyme active at 40 degree Celsius. 40 degree ವರೆಗೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 40 ಡಿಗ್ರಿಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಆದರೆ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಈಸ್ thermophilic bacteria. From this thermophilic bacteria, one enzyme is isolated. Name of the enzyme is Taq polymerase enzyme. This enzyme isolated from the thermophilic bacteria. Example for thermophilic bacteria is Thermus aquaticus. The characteristic of this enzyme is active even at 80 degree to 90 degree Celsius temperature. This is one of the characteristic of the enzymes. And the next concept, the two type of reaction most commonly seen in a living system. One is physical reaction and another one is chemical reaction. Physical reaction means a compound or matter change its state, or any chemical compound change its matter of state. Means matter means solid, liquid and gas. For example, you consider simple example for physical reaction, melting of ice. Melting of ice into water. Ice melt agi water form agudu. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟು ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಐಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಸಾಲಿಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆದಾಗ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. Chemical reaction means here formation and breaking of new bond takes place. Formation and breaking of new bond takes place in chemical reaction. First type of the reaction, physical reaction. First one, physical reaction. Physical reaction means compound change its state of matter. Compound change its state of matter. Compound change its state of matter is called as physical reaction. Example for physical reaction, melting of ice. Example, melting of ice into water. Or one more example you consider, evaporation of water vapor. Boiling of water, at that time water vapors are evaporated to gaseous form, is also example for a physical reaction. And one more type of reaction most commonly seen in a living system is chemical reaction. Chemical reaction. Chemical reaction means here breaking, making or formation of a new bond takes place. Breaking and making of new bond. Breaking and making of new bonds. That is a characteristic of chemical reaction. In a chemical reaction, there are different types of chemical reaction. One is organic chemical reaction and another one is inorganic chemical reaction. The first example, organic chemical reaction. Organic chemical reaction. Example for organic chemical reaction, glucose converted into lactic acid in skeletal muscle in the absence of oxygen or lack of oxygen. Skeletal muscle ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದಾಗ ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆವಾಗ ATP ಮೊಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಫಾರ್ ಸ್ಕೆಲೆಟಲ್ ಮಸಲ್. ಅದು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್: glucose converted into lactic acid in skeletal muscle. Converted into lactic acid in skeletal muscle. Skeletal muscle, due to the lack of oxygen, glucose converted into lactic acid. It is example for organic chemical reaction. And another one, inorganic chemical reaction. Inorganic chemical reaction. Example for inorganic chemical reaction, you consider barium hydroxide react with sulfuric acid H2SO4. It is converted into barium sulfate and it releases 2 molecules of water. ಬೇರಿಯಂ ಹೈಡ್ರಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಸಲ್ಫ್ಯೂರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು ಬೇರಿಯಂ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಮತ್ತು 2 molecule ಆಫ್ ವಾಟರನ್ನು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೊಂದು inorganic chemical reaction. This is just an example for organic and inorganic. BMS, that is barium hydroxide react with sulfuric acid H2SO4. It forms barium sulfate. It forms barium sulfate and it releases 2 molecules of water. That is example for inorganic chemical reaction. 2 type of reaction. One is a physical reaction and another one is a chemical reaction. Physical reaction alli enagutte, compound ina matter, state of matter change ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಐಸ್ ಇದ್ದದ್ದು ವಾಟರ್ ಆಗೋದು ಅಥವಾ ವಾಟರ್ ವೇಪರ್ ಇವೋಪರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗ್ಯಾಸಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಿಗೆ ಟರ್ನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ change its state of matter, that is a physical reaction. Example, melting of ice into water. Chemical reaction alli ನ್ಯೂ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ನ್ಯೂ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬೈ ಬ್ರೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಬಾಂಡ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. Chemical reaction under 2 example, one is organic chemical reaction and another one is inorganic chemical reaction. And one more concept, you consider the rate of the chemical reaction is defined as amount of product formed per unit time. Rate of chemical reaction, rate of the chemical reaction is defined as amount of product formed, amount of product formed per unit time. Amount of product formed per unit time. It is also represented as P by T. This is P means product, this is T means time. Rate of the chemical reaction meaning amount of product formed per unit time. Product means end product. For example, you consider the lactose metabolism. Lactose converted into glucose plus galactose. Galactose form ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಗ್ಯಾಲಕ್ಟೋಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕು. ಆ ಟೈಮನ್ನು ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಟೈಮ್. For example, you consider a lactose converted into glucose plus galactose. Glucose plus galactose. It takes 10 seconds, for example. That is 10 seconds is considered as rate of chemical reaction. The definition of rate of chemical reaction, amount of product formed per unit time. ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕು ಅದನ್ನು ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ಅಥವಾ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ velocity of chemical reaction, rate of chemical reaction or velocity of the chemical reaction. This rate of chemical reaction is influenced by temperature. Temperature rate of chemical reaction ಗೆ affect ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. Which is a factor affect rate of chemical reaction? Temperature. Temperature influence rate of chemical reaction. Influence rate of chemical reaction. How temperature influence rate of chemical reaction? It is explained by using a general thumb rule. It is explained by using general thumb rules, which is a factor influence rate of the chemical reaction. The factor is temperature. How temperature affect the rate of the chemical reaction? It is explained by using general thumb rule. Thumb, the finger, first finger, that is thumb finger. The rule is called as a general thumb rule. According to the statement of the general thumb rule, enzymatic activity or rate of chemical reaction double or reduced by half for every 10 degree rise in the temperature. For example, you consider, it is represented graphically. This is the temperature level, 10 degrees Celsius, 20, 30 degrees Celsius temperature, 40, 50, 60, like that it continue. And you considered this is temperature level, and here you considered a chemical reaction, rate of chemical reaction, rate of chemical reaction. According to the general thumb rule, which is a statement, chemical reaction double, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ರೈಸ್ ಆದಾಗೆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ನು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಆರ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಹಾಫ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ 10 degree ರೈಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. ಫಸ್ಟು 10 degree ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ರೈಸ್ ಆದಾಗ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ 5%. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 20 degree Celsius ರೈಸ್ ಆದಾಗ 10% ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್. Definition of thumb rule: rate of the chemical reaction double or decrease by half for every 10 degree rise in the temperature. The definition of thumb rule: rate of chemical reaction, rate of chemical reaction double or reduced by half for every 10 degree rise in temperature. For every 10 degree rise in temperature, 10 degree rise in temperature is called as thumb rule. For example, you consider, it is represented by using graphical representation, the rate of the chemical reaction and temperature. Temperature increase, at that time the enzymatic activity double. For example, temperature raised to 10 degrees Celsius. At that time, the rate of the chemical reaction increased to 5%. Then it increased to 20% means, or you consider at 10 degrees Celsius, the rate of the reaction is 20%. 20 degree rise in the temperature means the rate of the reaction 40%. 30 degree means double 60 percentage, 40 degree rise in the temperature, 80 percentage increase. After reaching a particular point or particular temperature, the rate of the reaction is reduced to half. For example, you consider this is the 40 degree Celsius temperature where the enzymatic activity is maximum. After reaching this point, the rate of the chemical reaction decrease. For example, 50 degree Celsius means the rate of the reaction is reduced to half. 80 percentage become 40 percentage. Or again rise in the temperature means 60 degree means 20 percentage. Like that it is reduced. That rule is called as a general thumb rule. You considered our thumb. How it is represented? The central one is longer, right? Means the rate of the chemical reaction is more. On both the side, here from the beginning it increase. After reaching this point, the rate of the reaction is decrease. Rate of the chemical reaction double or reduced by half for every 10 degree rise in the temperature. Chemical reaction ಅನ್ನು considered ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 10 degree temperature rise ಆದಾಗ rate of the chemical reaction double ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು particular limit ವರೆಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಆ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಹಾಫ್. 80% ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ 40% ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಹಾಫ್. ದಟ್ ರೂಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಥಂಬ್ ರೂಲ್. ಜನರಲ್ ಥಂಬ್ ರೂಲ್, ದ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಆರ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಹಾಫ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ 10 degree rise in the temperature. And one more characteristic, what is the importance of enzyme in chemical reaction? What is the importance of enzyme? Importance of enzyme. Here you consider a chemical reaction, carbon dioxide dissolved in water and it produces carbonic acid. Consider the example, carbon dioxide dissolved in water and is converted into carbonic acid H2CO3 converted into carbonic acid. Here you consider the first reaction takes place in the absence of enzyme. First reaction takes place in the absence of enzyme. In the absence of the enzyme, what happened? The 200 molecules of carbonic acid produced per hour. 200 molecules of carbonic acid, 200 molecules of carbonic acid produced per hour. Produced per hour. ಇಲ್ಲಿ absence of the enzyme. Enzyme ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ರೆ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ವಾಟರ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 200 ಮೊಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಬೋನಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 1 hour ಬೇಕು. ಅದು absence of the enzyme. But in the presence of the enzyme, the next one you considered, in the presence of enzyme what happened? In the presence of enzyme, carbon dioxide dissolved in water, presence of the enzyme. Enzyme for this reaction is carbonic anhydrase. Carbonic anhydrase is converted into carbonic acid H2CO3. But in the presence of the enzyme, the rate of the chemical reaction is fast. Nearly 6 lakh molecules of carbonic acid, 6 lakh molecules of carbonic acid produced per minute. produced per minute or produced per second. Enzyme iddaga carbonic anhydrase enzyme idre nearly 6 lakh molecule of carbonic acid 1 second ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ 200 molecule of carbonic acid produce ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 1 hour ಬೇಕು. This example clearly indicated that in the presence of enzyme, the rate of the chemical reaction is more. This example clearly indicated that rate of chemical reaction increase. Rate of chemical reaction increase. Chemical reaction increase in the presence of the enzyme. Chemical reaction increase in the presence of enzyme. In the absence of the enzyme, the rate of the chemical reaction takes lot of time. In the presence of the enzymatic activity is more. In the absence of the enzymatic activity is very slow, means the rate of chemical reaction is decreased. Concept of activation energy. Here the concept of activation energy is represented graphically. You consider the graphical representation for concepts of energy. X-axis and Y-axis. Y-axis represent potential energy. This is potential energy. Y-axis represent potential energy. X-axis represent progression of the reaction. This represent progression of reaction. Here you consider in an enzymatic activity or in a chemical reaction, which is the first step, enzyme substrate molecule bind to active site of the enzyme. What is enzyme? Enzyme, almost all the enzymes are made up of protein molecule. Protein with catalytic activity or protein molecule which increase rate of the chemical reactions are considered as enzyme. What is a characteristic of enzyme? Enzyme is characterized by the presence of active site. Enzyme structure ಅನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಟರ್ಷರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಅದು ಫೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಫೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಕೆಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಪಾಕೆಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ active site. This is enzyme, which is the first step of the enzymatic activity. Substrate molecule bind to active site of the enzyme. Substrate molecule active site of the enzyme ಗೆ bind ಆದರೆ chemical reaction initiated or chemical reaction start. Substrate molecule bind to active site. It initiate rate of chemical reaction or initiate the process of chemical reaction. Substrate means it is a chemical which is converted into product. Which chemical compound is converted into product? That one is considered as a substrate molecule. Substrate means it is a compound converted into product. Compound converted into product. That compound is called as a substrate molecule. Active site, it is a cavity or crevices present on the surface of the enzyme. First enzyme bind to substrate molecule bind to active site of the enzyme and it produce enzyme substrate complex. Substrate molecule bind to enzyme and it produce enzyme substrate complex. Formation of enzyme substrate complex is called transitional phenomenon. It is called as transitional phenomenon. Transitional phenomenon. Transitional phenomenon means formation of enzyme substrate complex is called as a transitional phenomenon or a transient state. That state is called as a transient state. Here you consider in this concept, y-axis represent potential energy, x-axis represent progression of the reaction. Here you consider the central line represent rate of the reaction. This is substrate molecule, substrate, that is a compound, chemical compound. This is the first graph. This is representation of the second graph. Actually, the two reaction takes place. The first reaction in the presence of the enzyme and another one absence of the enzyme. This is substrate molecule. It is represented as S. S means substrate. This is P, formation of the product. Before that, here the enzyme substrate complex is formed. This is formation of enzyme substrate complex. Enzyme substrate complex formation. This end and this end. And this is also called as a transient state. Transient state. Here the two reaction. This is the reaction takes place in the absence of enzyme. Reaction takes place in the absence of enzyme. This is the curve what we obtain in the presence of enzyme. In the presence of enzyme. For enzymatic activity, the substrate molecule utilize energy to move to high energy state or to move to transitional state or a transient state. Transient or a transitional state. This is the energy. Energy required for formation of enzyme substrate complex. In the second graph, this is the energy required for formation of the enzyme substrate complex. Here the energy level difference between substrate and transitional state is called as activational energy. The definition of activational energy. Activational energy means energy level difference. Energy level difference between substrate. Energy level difference between substrate and transitional state. Transitional state. Transitional state or transient state. Transitional state. That energy level difference is called as activation energy. Here the concept is the two reaction takes place. The reaction in the presence of the enzyme and absence of the enzyme. Here look at the diagram. The first one, in the presence of the enzyme, less amount of activational energy is consumed. Because in the presence of the enzyme, the rate of the chemical reaction is fast. Product formation takes place within a few hours or few seconds. But in the absence of the enzyme, what happened? The substrate molecule consume more amount of activational energy. It takes lot of time. That is the concept of activational energy. Energy level difference between substrate and transitional state. ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮೊಲೆಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್. ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮೊಲೆಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬೇಕು, ಆ ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Activation energy means, look at the definition, energy level difference between substrate and transitional state. That energy level difference is called as activational energy. It is also considered as exothermic and endothermic reaction, energy consuming step, or the energy utilized steps, etc. This is the characteristic of or concept of activational energy. Here this dotted line is represented as activational energy. Activational energy in the presence of enzyme. Activational energy in the presence of enzyme. And one more concept is the activational energy. Activation energy in the absence of the enzyme. In the presence of the enzyme, the rate of the chemical reaction is fast. It consumes less energy, less activational energy. In the absence of the enzyme, the rate of the chemical reaction is slow. It takes more time. That is a concept of activational energy. Enzyme idre chemical reaction speed ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟನ್ನು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸನ್ನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫೈನಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಲೆಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲದಿದ್ದರೆ ಮೋರ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಈಸ್ ಯುಟಿಲೈಸ್ಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕರ್ವ್. ದಟ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಈಸ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಶನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಲೈನ್ activational energy in the absence of the enzyme. This is the activational energy. This dotted line represent activational energy in the presence of the enzyme. In the first step of the enzymatic activity, substrate molecule bind to active site of the enzyme and form enzyme substrate complex. Formation of enzyme substrate complex is called as transitional phenomenon. That state is called a transitional state or transient state. This is about the detailed description or concept of enzymatic activity. Here the enzyme substrate complex which forms product. Before the formation of the product, what happened? Breakdown of the chemical bonds takes place, and it also result in the formation of new bond. For example, you consider that example, the carbon dioxide dissolved in water. In the presence of the enzyme, carbonic anhydrase enzyme, and it produces carbonic acid H2CO3. In the presence of the enzyme, the rate of the reaction is fast. Nearly 6 lakh molecule of carbonic acid produced per second. But in the absence of the enzyme, what happened? 200 molecule of carbonic acid produced per hour. Enzyme illadiddre 1 ಅವರಿಗೆ 200 ಕಾರ್ಬೋನಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಥವಾ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ. ಆದರೆ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ಕಾರ್ಬೋನಿಕ್ ಆನ್ಹೈಡ್ರೇಸ್ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ 6 lakh molecule of carbonic acid produced per minute or per second. That is the importance of enzyme. Why we are going to study the enzyme concept here? Because enzyme is one of the essential requirement for regulating chemical reaction. Enzyme which shows a catalytic property. It hasten the rate of chemical reaction or increase rate of chemical reaction. Actually, there are different types of enzyme. They are used for breakdown and formations of the new bond. For example, you consider for breakdown of carbohydrate, carbohydrates are used, like that different type, protease, lipases, etc.